Hello humans, it's your favorite giraffe back. I'm doing a really late video due to some other things getting in the way, but don't worry. I'm showing you guys the Stuart today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this bad boy is known as the Stuart. I'm thinking of naming him something, I just don't know what. I've always wanted to name a tank the Bear Juice, so I might name it that. Now, unfortunately, I'm having a little bit of tech connectivity issues here, and Fraps is obviously not making it any better, so just bear with me on this one. Now we're going up against some Germans, so naturally my tank's gonna get wrecked. That's not the point. The tank is a pretty beast tank, nonetheless, for all it goes through. I know what you're thinking, Giraffe, you should probably try to position yourself and all that. Well, I should. Doesn't mean that I will. There we go. Who the fuck did that? A ghost? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been killed by a ghost. Now, a few things to note about the Stuart tank. One, it is the first tank with a cannon. You are not going to have those machine guns anymore. And at best, it's alternative gun. There you go. Good job. Whoever the hell's in this tank with me. Who the hell's in this tank with me? Maybe they got out. Alright then. That was fucking miserable. Let's go ahead and retry that. Man, I am surrounded on all sides. Again, if you're driving a tank, be courteous, damn it. There's not a lot of room. Oh yeah, I've recently purchased alternative rounds for my tank, by the way. These rounds penetrate up to 600 millimeter thick armor at, I think, a range of almost 100 meters. Something along those lines. Come on, send out your enemy tanks. I know you got them. Where are those enemy tanks? Come on. Fuck it, I'm crossing the bridge. The Stuart's armor is a lot thicker, by the way, than your standard. It's pretty solid. As such, super light support tanks like these have a lot of trouble with me. Another thing to recognize, by the way, when it comes to terms of tanks, American tanks are vastly superior to Russian tanks. It's nice, actually, to be better at something for once. Oh, there you are. Let's get one solid hit off, and bail. Nah, I didn't bail in time. Yeah. So, yeah, nonetheless, despite my better judgment, I really want to be there to help capture C. That's the whole point. Don't worry, you'll get to see more of the Stuart once I die again. Believe it or not, your ground game as a tank crewman is still very important. You should not forget that. Unfortunately, some people often do. They lose track of the fact that, yes, they have a tank, but no, that does not excuse them from fighting when they lose it, which will happen. It does happen. Deal with it. Genius. Pure fucking genius. Wow, I am awful. I am just not good at this. What the fuck? I suck. That's not the point. The point is I can drive a tank. That's what I should be doing. Anyway, our friend back there, because he was giving them so much trouble, they shouldn't be paying too much attention to my side, and as such, we can box them in and crush them, which is obviously ideal. What the shit? Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway. What? Oh, I guess. How'd the mine go off? Yeah, these Russians are getting really resourceful. Good for them. But as you can see, the Stuart's armor is just incredibly thick. It's really hard to hit me. This is pretty much your standard event whenever you send a certain tanks after one another. Those tanks are really only for the sake of supporting allies, and while the American version of this light tank is actually really good at fighting other tanks, the Russian version is very lacking. It's got really no armor for the sake of defense and can easily be torn through by almost anything short of, something that isn't a tank. I mean, our American version of those, I don't know if you've seen in any of my previous videos, but we can eat through those pretty quickly. Which isn't to say that they're, bad, they're just not really fit to fight a Stuart, is a better way of saying it. There we go. Oh, nothing on the bridge. Lucked out. Moving on. Okay, I did not see that. Okay. See if I can make it. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Stuart. I probably didn't put a lot of comments in here because I had to edit this pretty quickly, unfortunately. I won't lie, that's what happened. But as you can see, this tank is just really awesome. But again, it's the first real tank with a cannon, and as such, um, a, it's a pretty big adjustment. So if you are thinking of going over to the Stuart, by all means do so. You'll be a great help to your allies, but always remember that the previous tank, the M2A2, is different, and as such, you're going to need to really, re-educate yourself on how all that works. Nonetheless, though, if you want to stick with the M2A2, it's pretty awesome. It's got a weaker motor, can't really take hills as well. The Stuart actually can get up most hills, as long as they're not too steep. Like, as long as you're looking at least a 70 degree to, let's make it like 60-degree angle, you should be fine. Um, but all in all, it's a great tank. Nonetheless, like I said, if you want to stay to the M2A2, those are faster, and the armor-piercing rounds fire off more quickly to the point where, really, if you're going up a Stuart, no, I'm sorry, if you're going up another light tank with a cannon, you're actually a little bit at an advantage because you can handle sustained fire onto the enemy tank as long as you keep hitting them in their weak point, whereas the one with the cannon is only really superior at range because they have better accuracy for that one shell, and they have to constantly reload. So, again, take it upon yourself to decide which one is best, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Suicidal Giraffe and the Stuart signing out. Have a fun war out there, guys. Peace.